This is a certified hood classic.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Man with a Green Screen unevenly cuts his eyebrows. So around October, I had stumbled upon this game called Crow Country. And it's very hyper-polished. It has a lot of charm, like a lot of the games that are published and developed by this team, Super Flash Brothers. They actually were the guys that released Snipper Clips, which came on the Switch. I don't know if anyone has a Switch, but if you have a Switch, maybe you've heard of that game. But yeah, I'm just going to read a quick game description, and then we'll get into the demo.
The year is 1990. It's been 2 years since the mysterious disappearance of Edward Crow and the abrupt closure of his theme park, Crow Country. But your arrival has broken the silence, Mara Forest. If you want answers, you'll have to venture deep into the darkness of Crow Country to find them.
I'm going to cover a good portion of this game, but I'm not going to go through everything, just because I want people to play the game themselves. But yeah, this game is set to release this year. Very exciting. So let's get excited. And here we are. Crow Country. We go in, pick up our pocket lamp real quick, scoop that up, boom. We also have a cute little chart for our game controls. You knew this game was going to be good because it lets you play tank controls like an old person game, the PS1 game. But I thought that was cool. That's a very nice little touch. Nice little, right? And something I've noticed while playing this game for 17 hours, the game is really good about making you want to explore, because every time you interact with something, it has something new to say. For example, this. Mara says something for Ticket Booth 1, and she also says something different for Ticket Booth 2. Or in other games, I feel like Mara would say the same thing for Ticket Booth 1 and Ticket Booth 2. And I'm not trying to shit on other games for like reusing lines. Like, I don't care. It's just nice. It's just a little, it's extra. It's cool that they changed the lines. That's all. Let's just fucking get into the rest of the game. So we walk in, and now we sense the tension. This game's so scary. I think I should go to the bathroom. And this is just a bathroom. Who cares? You've seen plenty of them. Not like this. This bathroom is probably going to be the first room you interact with, and it is just like, there's so much in it for no reason. It's a bathroom. And I knew this game was going to be good when I interacted with the sink. Mara goes,
"It's a sink. The faucet is running." Agent Mara Forest saves the day once again.
Also, you can just interact with the fucking hair dryer. That's pretty sick. And then you can read some quick lore about the theme park.
Beyond Magazine, August 1987. Strange sighting at abandoned theme park. The aspiring paranormal photographer Arthur Mole sent in a Polaroid he took while exploring the abandoned amusement park Crow Country. Could this thing possibly be real, or is it just another hoax? Here, at Beyond Magazine, we're not convinced. Try a little harder next time, Arthur.
And then we have this image. What is this? I don't know. I have no idea. We see little tiny drops of blood, and we see the stall door. Should we open it? It's blocked. But we can also move the camera and get a little, hey, who's in there? Which is also another great added design choice of this game, I guess. These guys know what they're doing. They're not stupid. They know you can intentionally move the camera in 360 motion, and they purposely made the guy just ever so slightly pique your curiosity and be like, who is this guy? Why does he have no skin?
Spider-Man!
That's awesome design as a person who doesn't know very much about design. But I think that's, as a casual person, I think it's cool. This is just the bathroom. The details in this game pop out a lot more, I feel like, due to the simplicity of this I guess it just feels like a diorama. You ever look at a diorama? Probably. When you're looking through it, you can kind of imagine they put this here, they put these little splatters of blood here. Oh wow, look, they put little pieces of glass here to show that they broke something. I think it allows you to appreciate the game more and just take your time looking around. All right, and that was just the bathroom. Maybe I'm looking way too into this, but I really feel like that the bathroom design, instantly you're kind of like, these guys like making the game. These guys really want to make this game as good as it possibly can be. So let's get out of the bathroom and oh, sorry. I also forgot, I just wanted to quickly talk about filter over the game. I don't know what it technically is, but the great thing about this filter is that it adds this fog effect. So it's very like, you don't know what you're gonna end up running into in the overworld, and I think that's fun. I think it makes it scary. For a game that doesn't inherently look scary, I think it's a great way to cause tension and stop you from fucking just darting ahead. And one final thing, I know I talked about this earlier about like the style choice of the game. Since the game isn't like hyper realistic, things in the game you can't like tell what they are off the bat, and having that uncertainty and like not being 100% sure on what things are is cool, because that's scary, right? Not scary, but you're like, yo, what is this? Is this blood, or is this a bunch of candy? Like with the crows right here. Look at these crows. What are they eating? Are they eating an old treat? Or are they eating an animal? Are they eating evil Mr. Beast? And apparently it's an animal. So you can go and interact with that, and you're like, oh, it's an animal. So then we have these two rooms on our left and our right, and we can't interact with either of these yet. The one on our left needs a bronze key, and the one on the right is just locked from the other side, so that's no keys. Let's keep going. We have a fortune telling machine, and the great thing about the fortune machine is for you idiots, it'll give you like little hints on what to do next, which is awesome. Didn't mean to call you guys idiots. It's also great for if you just like haven't played the game in a while and you're just like, what was I doing? You go to the crow. I was like, dude, go find this. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Which is a really good feature, I would say. Because there's a lot of games where I forget what I'm doing when I come back, and I just stop playing the game as a whole. Ooh, I'm an idiot. I forgot this big dumb bird. This big dumb crow. It's a big crow. Hello, Mr. Crow. I'm looking for your boss. Do you know where he is? I love Mara. She's so cute. And here we have one of my favorite things in the game, which are notes from the workers that work at Crow Country. This is how you get most of your hints on like what items you should acquire and like what you should probably look into doing. And I think it's a very clever way of leading the player onto what they should do next, which let's just read one here.
Fine, I admit it. I dropped the bronze key into the fairy pond. It was an accident. It wouldn't be such a problem if we'd made a spare.
So we're just going to go into the next area, that being Fairy Town. On our left, we have a set of stairs that we can interact with. And our right, we have a tiny little house. Let's go up the flight of stairs. Let's see what we have. And here we are greeted with the Swan game. I don't think I've ever seen this before in my life, but I'm intrigued. There's not much you can do here in the demo. There is, however, lore, and I am a whore for lore.
The Atlanta Globe, May 1986. Crow Country theme park opening soon. Cancel your weekend plans with the in-laws and grab your sunglasses. A brand new theme park is opening just a few miles southeast of Atlanta. Explore Fairy Tale Town, Haunted Hilltop, and Ocean Kingdom at Crow Country, which promises a day full of fun and adventure for the whole family.
Which, great thing to put in the demo, because now you're like, oh, those are things I'm going to go do in the game.
The park is owned by one Mr. Edward Crow, a lifelong Atlanta local and landowner. Yes, that's right. It appears he named the park after himself. Not much is known about Mr. Crow, other than vague, unsubstantiated reports that he is exceptionally wealthy. Nonetheless, we look forward to seeing what Crow Country has to offer when it opens its gates this summer.
It's just a newspaper. Explain a little bit of lore and a little bit of what's to come. So let's get out of here. Is this door real? Or let's mess around with the post box. There's a bronze keyhole, so now we know. Hey, probably gonna use a bronze key on this, which we don't have yet, so we'll get to that soon. Also, there's just a bear trap here. Really makes you think. Were there bears in Crow Country? Think about it. But you can just disable these by shooting them. And then we walk a little bit more, and we see this giant nerd mushroom. But it's a door, and we cannot interact with it, so forget about it. Do not think about it anymore. We do, however, have a fairy, and she's currently facing the other way, so we can't interact with her yet. We probably will in a bit. What's this? What's this? A Polaroid camera. Let's take a look. What? Oh my! Oh my god, that's so scary. And this is what I was talking about earlier about the game being not hyper detailed. I think this image is really good at just leaving you like, I don't know what this is, but this is fucking weird. And is it one person or is it two people? Is there a person in the back that's bald and a person in front? Is the thing in front even a person? Why is there blood? These are questions you need to ask people. And then we have our first person that we've seen, I guess. Who is this guy? So we move Arthur to our car, and then let's just keep exploring. Finally! Where Arthur was sitting, there was a note. Tree Lady 3184. Let's go see what that does. And as we can see, there's a little keypad here. So let's just fucking. I already forgot the code. Where is it? 3, 4. Boom. Activated. Locked in. And then we are greeted by another step of the puzzle, which is we have to find a thing to say to her to open the door. I don't know if a lot of theme parks do that, but I do enjoy a good puzzle. So let's keep exploring. This door on the right of us, the theater over here. Boom, right there. Boom, that's the theater. Boom. Knock, knock. Who's there? Nobody, because it's fucking locked. So wait till the full game comes out. So now we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go through the big hall. Yeah, what are these things? I don't know. That's for you to find out. That's for us to find out. And then we keep going through the hall. Fucking beelining through. Make a quick right. What's this? It's a wooden crate. There's no pad on the lid. And then we have a shipping address. And it contains samples of geological interest. And it's full of rocks. But not just any rocks. Shiny rocks embedded with... They're fucking... They have the gold ore rocks in them. That's what's in here. Which is weird to have in a park. Wouldn't you say? You ever go to Six Flags? There's no gold rocks. As far as I know. Also, I just love when Mara goes by the large metal door and goes, I'm not a delivery truck, so I can't go through here. And then a little staff memo right here.
Can I ask why the dig site access is that cute little house? Don't you think there's a chance that some kid would want to go looking in there? At the very least, let's keep it locked via the keyhole on the mailbox.
Let's go inside. What's over here? Keep exploring. Keep exploring. Real quiet. Real odd. Serene. Just gonna do a quick wrap around the room. The bookshelves have mining books in them. What's that about? We also have another staff memo. And so
remember to get into the fairy pond area. Say this out loud to the fairy, or hear me. Oh, great fairy. Of the fairiest forest, it's pretty case sensitive. It won't work if you have an accent. Sorry, Diego.
So now we have our next objective. We have the access code to the fairy pond. Another cherry on top, another fucking SFB Games W is there's a little picture of the fairy underneath the staff memo. That's awesome. Oh god, that's so cool. I don't know why. And we can obviously see also that the room is just lined, just a bunch of gold or rocks. Over here we have, if you keep exploring a little closely, you can actually find a map of Crow Country itself. In this room, you can pop a squat on the couch. Nice breather, chillax. Take the load off, you know what I'm saying? Take a load off. Hold up, hello down there. But yeah, you can sit on the couch. And then we just have a cabinet with a keypad on it. What's the code? Me, being the smartest man to ever exist, actually found it in this notebook. Tolman's Records, March 21st, 1988. And me being a genius, I punched it into the keypad, and it didn't work. I punched it in backwards, and it worked. So, but the Tolman's Records, easily probably like the cooler part of the game, like the lore wise. Let's take a quick look at Tolman's Records.
Monday morning, driving to work. Boss calls into my car radio. He doesn't normally do that. Something has obviously gone wrong. Intruder alarm going off in the second unit. Boss thinks someone is down there. I get to work, check the security cameras. Someone is down there. He's standing right by the pool. All security doors down to the pool are locked. Check security records. Doors untouched since 6 p.m. on Friday. Alarm has only just been triggered. I turn on the intercom, try to communicate. No response, but I can hear the sound he's making. Something is wrong. His clothes don't fit him. Something is very wrong.
What's going on, man? What's going on? The Tolman records, we'll get a couple more later. He's the guy giving us like the inside scoop of what's happening. All the fucked up stuff happening in Crow Country. Before we dip, let's take a quick look at the map. I don't really want to look too deep in the map. The only thing I do want to point out though is this. What is this? Crow's Lounge. But what's this? This little... See that? Looks like a secret room. And I can't fucking get into it. But I know it's a secret room. Everyone put on your tinfoil hats with me. Shushing. And I know it's a secret room because what's this? If you look at the doors, you can actually see little like indents suggesting that there's like a slidable door there, which is very exciting. This game feels like you can uncover like... Let's just take off the tinfoil hats. All I wanted to say was like, that's what's so fun about exploring in this game is that like you can genuinely uncover stuff about the game through playing it without it being like helicopter spoon-fed. I don't know. I just thought it was cool. I'm a big fan of that. But yeah, I think that's most of the room covered. So let's go to the other room. Actually, okay, we have a barricade area for like another part of the park that was supposed to be opened, obviously labeled Cosmic Future. Here we have a handwritten letter and it says,
"Hey Ed, want some good news? I finally found a good site for our gold mine. It's in Para, northern Brazil, just like we wanted. There's a disused mine here. The locals gave up on it years ago. Still in decent shape, so it shouldn't be too much work to get it looking the part. Mar."
What? So we have an amusement park, and there's a bunch of gold by the Crow area, where the fucking Crow Lounge, and a giant crate of gold ore, like by the truck area, and then we also have a mine, which we already knew about. But what's going on? So now we're gonna go to the fairy pond and do the fairy puzzle. And then you go in. Here we are in the fairy pond, and I'm not going to spoil the puzzle, so I'm just going to let you know you get the bronze key from here. Before we do the puzzle, or before I do the puzzle, because I'm going to do it, I'm going to explore this room.
Man, I don't want to talk your bitch.
Someone's here. Who closed the door? But yeah, we just have this like, what is this? The back rooms? This area is also not marked on the map. There's not really much to it other than it looks like the back rooms. But yeah. That's something where you're kind of like, something's going on here, even though the whole game is something's going on here. Let me do this fairy puzzle real quick. All right, so I did the fairy puzzle, and now I have the bronze key. So with the bronze key, I believe I'm going to... I'm going to go to the little room. So let's go. Put the bronze key in the little mailbox. All right, we're in the little room. But... this isn't a little room. This is it's a little big to be a little room. All right, but it's a mine. What is this shit? So much to, what is all this? There's a mounted weapon. We hear someone crying. Why is he crying? This just opens up a whole can of worms. All right, now who's down the hole? What's up with this, all this like hardware and all this like equipment and stuff? Also in here is another Tolman record, so get psyched.
We hired a company to start excavating. It didn't go to plan. Problem 1, they spent too long setting up the site. Problem 2, there was already a paper trail forming. The whole point was to do this quickly and quietly. And then the deal breaker. They started asking questions about the roots. They wanted to know the full size and shape of the thing they were excavating. They wanted to know what it was made of. They wanted to know how long it had been there. No deal, obviously. They had to go.
What do you mean that did they go, or did they make them? I don't know what they did. We have to play the game. But that's pretty much it for this room. Yeah, the biggest thing is obviously it's a giant mine inside this park, inside this little dollhouse. How'd they fit a whole mine in here? Am I right? But yeah, and then obviously the guy crying at the bottom of this thing. So a lot more to uncover. A lot of weird things happen in this park. And we're gonna go to our final destination, which is the last place this bronze key opens. Oh, there's also this guy. This fucking freak. Look at this guy. That's weird. This is fucking cool. Look at this. Look at this fucking freak. I do also like that they added that guy in the demo, because it does show like there's enemy variety, which is awesome. And then here we are in the train room. The train room actually has these 4 portraits, which is a weird room. But starting off, we have a portrait of Douglas Pike, the builder. And then we have Natalie Crow, Autumn's child. Tolman, the mole. But that's the guy who... Obviously, Tolman, we're reading his records. All I'm saying is, something happened to Tolman, and Arthur is trying to find proof of something. And last but not least, we have Edward Crow, the trailblazer. And we also have a notebook, another Tolman record. We are eating good in this demo. 3 Tolman records. Tolman records, March 23rd, 1988.
The intruder is contained in the lab. Boss is calling him the guest. I told him that was in poor taste. But it stuck. Offered guest food and water. He took no notice of either. I can't begin to describe what's wrong with him. Boss doesn't want to call an ambulance. He doesn't want to call anyone. I suggested we shut down all root excavation, just until we work out what's happened. Boss says we can't shut down just yet. So the machines are back on. I have a bad feeling. I think we're about to make things worse.
And last but not least, obviously, the giant things in the room, the trains. I don't know how these correlate to the story. Maybe they're just there. Maybe they're just here. I feel like the devs wouldn't make an entire room just to not have significance. But I can't correlate this to anything yet. So comment down below what you guys think. But I believe that's about it. You can use the bronze key to open a gate, and that's it. The demo ends, and you go wishlist on Steam. But I'm very excited to play this demo. This publisher / developer, Super Flash Bros, they've been around for a long time. They've been making Flash games. They obviously know what they're doing with this game, especially with their already catalog of detective grimoire games, which are detective games. So I think obviously this game is going to be super good. In the description, I'll leave a little link to wishlist it yourself, or go play the demo yourself. But I think that about wraps it up. If this video does well, I would like to talk about more video game demos. So I think that it's important. Or also, if you want to subscribe, that would be sick. I don't plan on releasing more than 2 videos a month, so I will not destroy your feed. Only 2 videos a month max, and that's it. So if you want to subscribe, I'd be very excited. And unfortunately, I think subscribers, not unfortunately, but I do get really excited, and I get very motivated to make more. So if you want more, just subscribe. I don't fucking know. All right, thanks guys. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe.